the emotional base day one. Because the timing, I really needed to come into something. I was pretty fed up, and I could see I was going downhill fast. So I was skeptical and really pleased to see day one made such a big difference. It was good to be reminded, that we are what we think, and regain control and re-engage.
Well, it's helped me develop a plan, helped me to stay focused. It's also helping me to identify my weaknesses and my fears that I need to overcome.
But when I left my former company, I actually felt that I was going to be doing the same job in the same environment. And I think that this whole class has opened up the idea that that's not where I have to be in my career.
Well, Bruce, it's actually made me a lot more accountable for what I do. I am becoming much more organized. I'm setting a calendar. I am much more aware of the need to brand myself and sell myself, not simply to be applying for jobs, but to go out and sell myself to potential employers.
I think what I really liked about it is a program that's taking me from soup to nuts, if you will, from checking at the emotional base through the organization and actually having a plan to work.
I think what the 5 Steps program has done for me is that it's really given me a simple, solid method that I can follow. It's logical, it gives me a way that I can see my successes step by step, and allows me to feel like I'm making progress towards my ultimate goal, which is to get a job.
I think it's given me a lot of practical information that I can actually use to better self-market myself and showcase the skills and abilities that I have.
Whereas before, I had a certain way of just looking in the paper, looking for the job, applying, and not going steps further. And this program has just been wonderful. It's opened my eyes to so many different things.
I think it was the idea that a resume as written today is entirely different from the last one that I wrote some 30 years ago, which landed me that job. It looks like that obituary, as they referred to it, and it needs to be updated. It needs to come into the 21st century.
Well, I think the mental aspect of job search, or campaign as we call it now, is so important. And I think once people really see their value, they can overcome some of those obstacles that they have as far as a low self-esteem. Maybe they've been out of the workforce longer than they planned. And this is really an opportunity, we felt, for them to see their value and, to hopefully give them that edge mentally.
What this program will do is challenge their thinking. Something that we really need to do as workforce development professionals is to continually challenge folks in different ways. Different job seekers will be doing different things. This is a program that will take the principles that we teach to another level. It does require a certain discipline around pushing yourself outside that envelope to think about different methodologies than what you've ever thought about before. Even as a professional, this has made me think about how I can do what I'm doing differently.
Yeah, I think what's happened to a lot of folks in today's economy is that they've given up the dream. That because of financial pressures, they're accepting jobs or positions in order to pay the bills. And that is certainly an important thing. But it's really important if it's done as a conscious strategy with an end goal in mind. So if they have a dream that they've now developed as a result of this course, a vision for what their ideal job and lifestyle is going to be, and they're able to identify how they're going to get there. It may not be 3 months from now, it might be 3 years or 5 years from now. And there may need to be some bridging activities in between. But as long as they've been able to be inspired to create that dream for themselves and have a plan for how they're going to get there, then I really think we've done our job.